Hey you! Over here! Thank you for subscribing to Anthill TV. Here, we have a Lanikai Acoustic Electric Concert Ukulele in Mahogany and a pack of Martin M600 Fluorocarbon strings. The lowest string, G, is labeled number 4. The highest string, A, is labeled number 1. We also have a standard peg winder, a Snark tuner for ukuleles, and felt picks for when we are ready to jam out. All of these products are available on our website, www.anthillmusic.com, or you can get them at our Fort Lauderdale retail store. First, we start by taking the old strings off the uke so we can put the new strings on. Lay the uke with the lowest string or the G string closest to you. Take the G string out of the packaging and feed it through the end of the saddle closest to you. Then, we tie a knot, which is the same knot used when stringing a classical guitar. Loop the end over the rest of the string towards you, then through the inside of the loop away from you. Loop the end 2 more times, then pull that knot tight, leaving a few inches of string on the right side of the knot. Make sure the extra string lays parallel to the saddle and away from you. Now, moving to the other end of the uke, we take the other end of the string and feed it through the hole of the tuning peg. Monofilament, nylon, and fluorocarbon strings are slippery compared to the steel strings on a guitar, so we're going to go through the hole one more time to make sure the string stays secured in the tuner. We take our right index finger, hold the string down over the groove of the nut to prepare to wind the tuner, and hold the rest of the string with our other 3 fingers. Holding down the string allows the string to wind evenly from top to bottom, so that when you are finished winding the string, it lays down tight inside the groove of the nut. Make sure you give yourself plenty of string to wind down along the peg, so that the string ultimately ends up on the bottom of the peg. Otherwise, if the string is wound all around the top of the peg, it'll rattle around the nut. The easiest and fastest way to wind up a string is with a standard peg winder. We're gonna wind up the string until it is almost to the correct pitch. Do not clip off any extra string quite yet. We will be doing this at the end of the process. Take string number 3, or the C string, and feed it through the next hole of the saddle. Feed it underneath the extra string from the previous string so that when you go to tie the knot, the previous string is tucked inside of the new knot. Again, we create a loop and feed it through and away from you. Loop it through 2 more times, then pull that knot tight. We should now have 2 strings lying parallel up against that saddle. Make sure they lay all the way down on the body and are not on top of the saddle. Take the remaining string down to the tuning pegs and do the same thing we did on the previous string. Take string number 2 and do the exact same thing as you did on the 2 previous strings. This time, you will be wrapping the extra string from the previous 2 strings inside the new knot. When you get to string number 1, or the A string, it's best to make 4 or 5 loops with this knot because it is so small and slippery. We then finish winding the string up just like the other string. You should now have 4 strings neatly aligned at the side of the saddle with 4 knots around them. And finally, we take the clippers and cut all of the loose ends. Tips: you may have to retune that ukulele every day for a week until the strings settle in. While most people play the ukulele with their fingers, you can also play with felt picks. Generally, it's not a good idea to use plastic picks on these kind of strings. Did you know ukulele strings can be made out of a number of materials, including nylon, fluorocarbon, and even sheep intestines? We sell a wide variety of strings here at AnthillMusic.com. We sure hope you enjoyed this episode of Anthill TV. Be sure to find us on Facebook. We offer exclusive discount codes, promotions, and free prizes to all of our friends. That's Facebook.com/AnthillMusic Inc. Have a nice